You've heard about the potential meat shortage across the country. Well, now Wendy's is taking burgers off of some of its menus amid the fears. CBS 2's Tina Patel reports.
It's a very big fluffy bun.
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef? Wendy's made that slogan famous back in the 1980s, but now they're having trouble answering the question. Many meat items have been taken off the menu at Wendy's restaurants across the country, like this one in Burbank. Some customers aren't surprised.
They cannot produce, like factories are closed and meat production facilities are closed.
There have been coronavirus outbreaks at meat processing plants in other states, slowing production nationwide. That's already led to shortages in supermarkets. Some stores are now limiting the amount of beef and chicken that customers can buy.
People need to settle down and stop hoarding stuff and get back to work and get the meat and food out.
We reached out to Wendy's corporate offices. They say they are working with their suppliers and trying to keep up with deliveries to restaurants 2 to 3 times a week. But they admit some of our menu items may be temporarily limited at some restaurants in this current environment. We're working diligently to minimize the impact to our customers. A few customers we talked to say they were already trying to cut back on meat and eat better. These shortages make it an ideal time to do that.
Different alternatives, vegan options, it's always there. It's always good to be able to eat like healthier options as well.
I'm more vegetarian. I can live without meat, so I don't worry too much about it.
In Burbank, Tina Patel, CBS 2 News.
That made Where's the Beef famous is being asked that very question by thousands of customers today, as a beef shortage has dozens of Wendy's stores in Illinois out of burgers. So what's going on and why only Wendy's? CBS 2's Chris Ty is live with what we're learning about this and what one insider thinks is the next food to be in short supply. Chris.
Erica, customers showing up to Wendy's around the country saying they're a bit frosty when they find out there are no burgers for sale. And it's not limited to just this store in the Austin neighborhood. We're talking about franchises from coast to coast. Asking customers to bear with them, the bags moving through these lines are burger-free because of one word: fresh. While other chains use cold storage to store beef, Wendy's does not, which makes regulating their inventory trickier.
When they start to see this bottleneck of trying to get supplies, they're going to slow down the purchases, and that's why you're seeing some of this limiting in local stores.
Analysts at Stevens Financial Services say Wendy's is more exposed given its famous focus on fresh beef. 18% of stores, they say, have listed all beef items as out of stock, including 23% of Illinois stores, 34% in Indiana. We tried to order from several Chicago area stores today, beef products just not on the menu. Phase 1 of America's beef shortage was panic shopping, emptying store shelves. Phase 2, a spike in COVID cases at processing facilities where social distancing is tricky at best.
These facilities are elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder type work typically. You're going to start to see a slowdown in the amount of throughput through these facilities,
forcing factories to reconfigure their workflow and Americans to reconfigure their diet. Regional thing. While Illinois is seeing a couple dozen stores like this one without hamburger meat, in Colorado, in Nevada, and in Washington, D.C., zero. No stores with any kind of problem like this. The Wendy's corporate office telling CBS 2 today they are working with their vendors to try to get everything back online. And we should point out our food industry expert who talked to us in our story was saying the next food that could be on the short supply list, bacon. Live on the West Side, Chris Ty, CBS 2 News.